Update on your morning drive coming up.
All right, thanks, Hannah. Let's check out your bus stop forecast here this morning. Oklahoma City, not looking too bad today. We'll start it off in the 40s here this morning. Sun comes up now at 7:17. We'll rebound back up into the 60s here later today. Maybe a bit breezy, but overall mild day today. And we're kind of out of the worst of it, it looks like, here for today. Winter storm going on in the Panhandle. Chance for severe weather just to the south and east of Oklahoma City. So we're monitoring those two areas for Oklahoma City. For us, looks good today, but kind of a slap in the face by tomorrow morning as those wind chills kick in. That'll be our big story by tomorrow morning. But most of the day today for our bus stoppers is looking great here over Oklahoma. Let's check out the wind gusts from yesterday. Boy, just cranked up. Winds were gusting close to 60 out along the Texas Panhandle border. Had some 70-mile-per-hour gusts, almost 80 out around the Guyman area. You get those kind of wind gusts, and it can do significant damage. This is a look at the Goodwell Gym out in the Panhandle, just south of the Guyman area. Kyle, our storm tracker, sent this in. Look at the roof being ripped off right there. And then Marty took this picture also near Goodwell, had a FedEx truck. You get those high-profile vehicles. We kind of talked about this yesterday. They can get knocked over with those kind of gusts. That was going on out in the Panhandle. But even here in the central part of the state, we had some damage. Some roofs were having some issues there. Also watching a few power lines, power poles getting knocked over as well. Peyton sent that in again down in Elmore City across south central Oklahoma. So wild day yesterday. Things have really calmed down since that system moved out. Now it's off toward east, all the wind with it shoving away from us. We're watching the next storm now moving through the Rockies. That's rolling up across the plains today. So winter storm warnings now posted for areas in red, and that does include the Oklahoma Panhandle. Now the Oklahoma Panhandle has been bone dry. No real significant moisture. Some areas all the way back to late August of last year. So they need moisture, and this is great news. You can see some snow now starting to form up in the Panhandle. The majority of the snow just to the west, but that'll keep rolling on in, and some of those areas could get several inches of snowfall as that system rolls on through. And that's just what the doctor ordered out in the Panhandle. They certainly could use that. Most of Oklahoma really pretty quiet here today before some severe weather threats go up from an Ardmore to about a Shawnee to a Tulsa line. East and southeast of there is where we think there'll be an opportunity for some hail, some wind gusts, and even a low tornado threat. We'll have more on that tornado threat here coming up in just a moment. Right now, a bit of a milky sky this morning due to some of that dust that rolled out of the Panhandle, kind of settled in over the metro. So you'll probably see that, may even have a little bit of layer of that dust on your car this morning. 43 right now, northeast winds at 8 miles per hour, and the wind chill, it checks in at 38. So it's a cool start this morning. We'll hover around 41 at 8 o'clock this morning, 48 at 10, up near 57 by noontime today. Then a rebound back up in the low 60s here today as our winds start north and east, shift more to an east to southeast direction going into the afternoon hours today. And again, watch those winds turn around to the south. That's going to be south of a warm front before that cold front comes in overnight tonight and really blows on in. More wind and more cold return down to Oklahoma. 30s and 40s over most of Oklahoma right now. Let's check precip chances. Snow starts to develop out in the Panhandle. 100% chances there. We'll have Marty Logan monitoring that snowstorm in the Panhandle coming up for today. Then here comes the storm system moving out into Oklahoma. Wide range in temperatures, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s across the state. And that'll start producing more storm chances. They begin down here in southern Oklahoma, roll up across east parts of Oklahoma. Chance of those being some rotating storms. Rotating storms, the kind that can produce the larger hail, the stronger winds, and even have a tornado threat. So we'll monitor those from an Ardmore, Ada to about a Henrietta line, and then east and southeast of there is where the better opportunity for a tornado threat will be. Although it's a low threat, we'll monitor that here coming up for today. Going into the evening, chance of rain and storms possible for Oklahoma City, a low chance for us. Our story is cold with maybe a little bit of snow, but cold conditions on the way for us. Up to 8 inches out in the Panhandle for us. It's the wind chill. Watch the wind chill blow on in coming up tonight. That's going to set up a bitterly cold morning waking up here across the state of Oklahoma. After we have a cold day tomorrow, we start to warm it back up. 60s by the weekend. Maine nose up close to 70 by early next week. Lacey's got your outdoor forecast. It's coming up.